Hello comrades, this is Pick Up and Drop Off. I'm going to show you today what $25 will buy you. Well, what $25 bought me, or what I bought for $25. We'll do that. Let me sit down. I'll start off, this is a Macintosh PowerBook G3. It's a codename Wall Street. Pretty cool, huh? This is 1998, it works. Let me show you a little bit. It's running a Mac OS 9.2, I think. There you go. It's a working 20-year-old Apple computer laptop. 15 bucks. And I'll move this out of the way and just do this, sleep it. This is actually the last MacBook that they had the colored Apple logo for. It's a nice Wall Street for 15 bucks. Unheard of. When these things first came out, they were $2,299 for the base model, and if you got it completely pimped out, it was it could run up to $7,000. This one was 15 bucks. 20 years later, this is the oldest working Macintosh that I have in my collection now. I'll put this aside. The oldest working Apple product that I have is a Newton. Push this aside a little bit more. It's Newton. I'm getting off track, but here it is. A little grimy. Still, it needs to be cleaned, but it's got a keyboard. Pretty cool, huh? Look at that. That was $50. That was yesterday, but that works too. Let me show you. I went to an estate sale this morning on my way home from taking my wife somewhere. We saw this big sign estate sale, and I got to stop. So I walk in the door. As soon as I walk in the door, the house, you could tell it's completely full. They took all the things that they were going to keep and they put it in the garage. The garage was off limits. Upstairs was off limits. But I walk in the door and the guy greeted me and said, "Hey, everything's 50 to 75% off today." I like that. I'd rather have someone say that to me than, "Good morning, how are you, sir?" First thing in the bag is a Peanuts thermos. I try to look on the bottom. Sometimes you can see the dates on the bottom, but I have a friend in Oklahoma that collects lunch pails. So this is from what I can tell, I don't know if they made this. It's actually made by Thermos, and there's a code in the bottom here. If I'm looking at it right, it's 1953, but that doesn't sound right. Did they make these things in 1953? I don't think so. Next thing in the bag, again, this is all 10 bucks from this orange bag. We always entertaining people. We never have tablecloths. We always kick ourselves, so I got that. Next on the agenda is I got an Apple FireWire charging plug. The first, second, and third generation iPods use FireWire to charge them. They actually they have 30-pin connectors that go into the third generation. And it's deceiving. If you just put a 30-pin in there and you just make a USB at the end, it's not going to work. They need a FireWire charging plug. And since I collect first, second, and third generation iPods, I'll pick that up. Got a few CDs, movies. Pull these out. I like one song from Heart, but they had Jupiter's Darling CD. Again, the whole. Oh, I didn't even see that. That sucks. CD's missing. Lovely. Okay. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Greatest Hits. CD's there. Cool. Heart, Backstage, has a $3.99 price tag. Let's see if it's in there. I didn't even check. It's missing. Okay. And the third one, I can feel it's missing too. Beautiful. Okay. So that's trash. That's trash. That's trash. I'll put it on the power, but that's good. So this is trash. That's a bummer. Okay, next is a clock. My son's room. I don't know if it works or not, but it says London. That's pretty cool. All for 10 bucks. Marvel's Avengers. I don't think we have this. I hope it's widescreen. One disc. Yeah, that probably would have cost 16 bucks new at Target. What else have we got in here? Oh, got a Microsoft mouse, and it actually has the USB. What do you call it? Transmitter receiver. I hope it's the same one. I always need the mice. There you go. What else do we get in here? I don't know why I got this. Let's see. I'm working on a project tomorrow where I needed wire and I saw this stuff. I guess it's just it's THHN. It's not going to work. Oh well, that sucks. This is garbage. Oh well. I'll put that in the trash pile. Trash pile. What else we got in here? Saving the good stuff for the end. Ah, okay. Let's look at this one. This is the Lenovo power supply. I could probably sell on whatever, but I have a Lenovo. Actually, it's a IBM ThinkPad, which IBM sold to Lenovo. I'm looking for the output here. The output is, wow, this is small, 20 volts. I think what I needed was, God, it's getting late, I can't remember. But anyway, you know, I figured I'd spend a couple bucks on this, keeping in mind that the guy said everything is 50 to 75% off. 50 to 75% off. This was the first thing I picked up. This is an FD73. Is it an FD? It is an FD73. This was the first digital camera. It's not the first digital camera, but it's the first one that I bought at CompUSA in 1999, I think. 1999. I spent 500 bucks on this, on my CompUSA card. First thing I looked at, because I was missing one, is the batteries. Let's see if it's in here. I looked this morning and there was one in there. So I haven't, I'll see if it's, oh good, it's a larger capacity battery. It's the 550. They're 7.2 volts. This is the larger capacity battery. Superb. I hope it lights up. I still have a charging cable for it, so this one's very unique. This was the first digital camera. I wish I had sprung for more money, the 700 to get the FD91, but everything looks. I mean, they still kept the stickers on them, but this one took floppy drives, floppy disks. Let's see if I have a floppy disk somewhere. And that's not an earthquake. I actually have the camera set up above my head. But you know what? Ah, there's a floppy. Hold on just a minute. Let's see. It doesn't light up. I guess it's been dead for a while. I know they're in here. Who has a floppy drive these days? Or a floppy disk? Floppy. Okay, so anyway, what happens is you take, whenever I went out, my son wasn't born, my daughter was 2 years old, so I bought this to document. It has a 10-time optical zoom, but well, I was disappointed, you know, today you can buy a cheapo camera and get much better resolution, but heck, 19 years ago, this was not state-of-the-art, but it was 500 bucks, nothing to laugh at. But I would always go out and I need film. I need to get film. You could take 10 shots on one of these, and this just fits in, unless there's already one in there. Let's see if I can eject it. If I can remember how to do this. Disk eject. Ah, there's one in there. Look at that. Business card. That's ridiculous. Put a business card on the floppy disk and then put the floppy disk in there. I'll have to see what's in there. This one is so yeah, 1.4 megabytes. You just put the floppy disk in there and turn it on. I should have turned this on and showed you first. I knew the battery was dead. But this was the first digital camera that I owned. I carried it everywhere. Work, dinners, everywhere. This thing went with me. So this is kind of a nostalgia throwback to actually hold this thing. And then there's your film. But I have a USB floppy disk and external floppy disk. So I may get out there and go nostalgia and shoot some low resolution 640 by, is it 480? 640 by 480 resolution. I mean, it took some good pictures. It has a Carl Zeiss lens on it, but does it? I don't know if it has a Carl Zeiss lens on it. Anyway, now the big thing. Again, all 10 bucks. I spent 500 bucks on this and I gave it to the son of the daycare worker that was watching my daughter. I think about a 2.1 megapixel, and I kind of give up on this, and he was getting into, I think he was going to high school or junior high school, and he was taking journalism class, if I remember. I can't remember, but I gave him this camera, my old one, and I have it back, and it has a strap on it, the original strap. That's pretty cool. All right, the last thing is the power supply. The other day, I bought a radio at Goodwill that, if I think it is what it is, I'll tell you once I get it started. I hope this fits. What it needed was a 12 volt, 12 volt working transformer. Oops, look at that. Bent a little bit. Still bent. Actually, I'm looking in the bag while I'm doing this, and guess what? There's one more thing in there. So I get up to the guy as I'm bending this out. I get up to the guy at the front. There's one guy that he's the greeter and he's the price guy. I'll put this down here. See if I can do it. There you go. Check that out. I can plug that in. And I go back to the price guy and he looks in my bag. I had this bag. I had so much stuff in my arms. I mean, I just showed you what I had. And I'm walking around like this and I saw this bag with a few things in it. So, I mean, akin to the house was a mess. They had tons of stuff, which was nice. But even on a Saturday, and everything was 50 to 75% off, I wonder how long they had the sale going for. They just wanted to move that stuff. So I took what was in this bag, dumped it in another box, and filled this bag with stuff. I'm going to put this aside for a second. I know I'm getting a little ADD, but I'll use this as my trash bag. Whoops. So I get up to the front, and there's a little box with things that they don't want anyone to pocket, or they don't want to get anyone hurt with. So I found a box of knives. So check, well, I guess Swiss Army knives, there's 2 of them there. I'm sending these to my friend John Monday. I haven't even opened these up. I'll let him be the first one to do it. But they have, I don't think I put the toothpicks in my mouth, but there's a couple of them on there. This one, kind of cheap, but I looked at the blade and it said, police issue. So, and then it has, funky, a fake looking Marine Corps logo on it, but it's pretty dull. But it says China, stainless China. But this is for you, John. I can't even get it. It looks like it's missing something and someone drew in there with a black pen. I have no idea how to get this back in there. I'll do that off camera. Alright, back to this. So I bought this radio at Goodwill. I'll close with this story. And I knew the brand because I have another radio that I bought on shopgoodwill.com. It's called a Revo Connect. And the Revo Connect is a radio that once you get it home, you hook it to your home Wi-Fi and you can download HDI stations. We don't have HDI here in the States. At least I don't think so. But you can download stations that broadcast over the internet and podcasts and things like that. That Revo retails for, I think, $3.99. I got it for $80. I got it in the bidding war with somebody, but I really wanted it. So when I have it set up right now, it has 10 presets, and the first preset I have, I listen to a jazz station from the UK to go to sleep by. It operates on Apple iOS app. I have both for my iPhone and for the iPad, called Undok, U-N-D-O-K, and it connects to these wireless, for a better word, they're just internet radios, basically. So I was looking up internet radios and trying to do some background work and seeing, is this the only one? Because I'd never really heard of it until earlier this month when I put this in and said, oh, it gets it to 40,000 stations. Well, that's cool. I love radio. I'm always looking for something that will bring in KKKFI here in Los Angeles a little bit better. And then KLLA, which is where the California Angels, Anaheim Angels broadcast from. So anyway, so I'm shopping through all the electronics at Goodwill. It's called the Orange County Goodwill Boutique. And some of the prices, my daughter said, are a little more expensive. But I head for the electronic station. I'm looking online and I'm finding the different names. There's 2 names that are really sticking out. One of them is Revo, which is made in the UK, or it's made in Ireland, I think. And then there's Grace. I think Grace is made by, here it is. I think Grace is made by a US company. This one's kind of plasticky. Didn't come with a power supply. It's got tape on the back. But what I'm going to do is plug it in because it needs a 12 volt battery or power source. So we'll plug it in and see what it does. There's a price, $7.99. Unfortunately, it wasn't green that day. Here in the States, what am I talking about? I have nobody that watches me, from just one person that watches me. But if you're going back, Goodwill has a color of the day or color of the week, and if your price matches that color, you get 50% off. But I paid $8 for it. You always carry your cell phone with you to Goodwill because I see people doing this all the time. I do it myself. you're looking at the retail, you're looking if you could buy something and flip it for some money. Um, oh, yeah. So this one's a model GDI-IR 2500. I looked that up on Amazon. It was running for like $300, but I'm going to keep it. Now, here we go. This one needed is that 12 volt? That's 12 volt. I'm going to plug it in, see if it works. All right. You'll be the first one to see this along with me. Hey, check that out. All right. I'm going to leave it like this. I'll go ahead and plug it in. If it blows up in my face, or that'll be the end of the video. But let me go ahead and take this out. Put this in. Watch it start up. Well, that's good. It didn't blow up in my face. Let me turn it around. Hey, check it out. Yeah, baby. Grace Digital Radio. If you can see that. Grace Digital Radio. Starting, it says. I'm not going to turn the power off. I don't know how to get it to... It says it's starting. Please wait. I think what it's going to do is scan the Wi-Fi. Yep, so it's scanning the Wi-Fi right now. Yeah, good, cool. So then you select the network. I actually have 3 networks in the house. I'm testing one right now. And then one of them is an Apple. 2 of them, I have 2 Apple routers, and then I have a Spectrum router, and they all have different connections. So let me just go ahead and see if I can connect this to my fastest router. How would you do this? Push, huh? Oh, it's asking me to enter the key. I'm going to drop this and enter the key. No, you know what? I can't do that. That one has, let me go back. Let me go to another one down here. You select. Cool. Wait. And I'll push select 9 times. You know what 9 times is from? I'll put this down. 9 times is from Ferris Bueller. We're huge fans of Ferris Bueller. When Ferris is absent from school and the principal calls his mom and says, you know, your son's been absent 9 times this year. And she says, 9 times? I don't remember Ferris being absent 9 times. And then the vice principal says, I'm looking at it right here, Mrs. Bueller. And then just as he's looking at his computer, Ferris is at home hacking his computer, and he changes it to 3 or 2 instead of 9. This is going to take forever. I'm hoping that, let's see, you can just, you know what, the beautiful thing about YouTube is you can just skip ahead. I'm going to go ahead and show you this. So, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. I'm looking for the password for my router. I'm just going to keep it down here. You can zip ahead like 5 minutes and you'll see if this works or not. Or you can just bear with me. Cool. Alright. Okay, this was $8. I'm putting in my password. And then I'll do another one. If my password shows, I'm going to record this or cut it out. So, yeah, this thing will pull in digital stations. I just want to see if I can get one station working for you. Go backwards a little bit. 2 more digits and we're good to go. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's been $80 for the other one. It's been $8 for this one. Okay, so there's my password. And I guess I'm going to hit enter. Ah, crud. Let's go back. So how do you save it? That's it, but is there, what do you, alright. I don't see an enter. If I enter, it actually, well, let's go up. If I enter, what it does is it puts in another, it doesn't have a done key. That's kind of weird. Shouldn't it give you like a, it says done, oh, end. Okay, cool, there it is, end. So enter. Okay, connecting to network. It says connecting to network, if you can see that. Connecting to 9 times. I don't remember Ferris being absent 9 times. Look, it says internet radio, personal radio, podcast, and my stuff. I'll hit internet radio. So a station update from Reciba. Location, genre, search, iHeartRadio, radio.com, Napster. Yeah, I'm going to listen to Napster. Let's listen to Napster. How about we listen to the NOAA weather? Loading. Alright, let's just choose one and listen to the weather. It says it's retrying. retrying. It's giving me the frequency, but it just says retrying. Connecting, retrying. Connecting, retrying. Okay, I'm going to go back. Let's try a different frequency. Hit push, because it says push. It's connecting. Turn the volume up a little bit. Maybe I'll...
Area weather forecast for the next 7 days. Hourly reports of weather conditions, radar information, and forecasts for travel and recreation. This information originates from the National Weather Service.
So it works. That's internet radio. It's connected to my Wi-Fi router, and it's pulling in weather radio. I can see right here, and it just reminded me there's an IR port, but it didn't come with a clicker. I'm hoping maybe that the NUDOC app, I can connect this with my iOS app. But let's try something else, and then I'll go ahead and end this video. Let's go back. I'm going to Napster and see if it actually brings it up. That would be funny. Enter. Loading. Search. Is Napster a radio station now? That's interesting. Search stations. Let's go back. Local stations. Enter. Loading. It says all stations. And enter. Loading. Napster's a radio station now? That's interesting. CBS Radio News. How about Hear Philly? You want to hear Philadelphia? MP3 stream. So it's connecting to a Philly station right now. I'm in California. Check that out.
Over the course of this weekend, the incredible, dynamic young Russian pianist Daniel Trifonov will be performing 2 different Rachmaninoff piano concertos, the second and the third concerto, together with our music director Yannick Nézet-Séguin. Daniel has been recording these Rachmaninoff concertos with the Philadelphia Orchestra for the Deutsche Grammophon label. They'll be recorded live during these concerts. So this is a chance for
I lied. I'm going to try one more.
be a part of history and experience these recordings that will be preserved.
Let's see if there's something else we can listen to in New York or something.
Jeremy discusses Rachmaninoff's connection to the Philadelphia Orchestra.
How about we do international? That sounds good. By location. Let's do location. Hit enter.
For this orchestra.
California, Arizona, Connecticut, DC, Florida, Georgia, blah, blah, blah. Internet only. Let's try internet only.
Favorite orchestra to write for and to work with.
I want to hear something like in Ireland or something.
We work with one of the great young
Loading.
Russian pianists.
All stations.
Recording these concertos with our music director.
But it doesn't say what you're listening to.
Rothman talks about the concert and how it fits into the season.
We always have a great variety of repertoire over the
Let's
course
just go
of
through
the
the
year.
states.
New works, familiar works, beloved pieces, and this music by Rachmaninoff is very much part of the DNA of the Philadelphia Orchestra.
I took my eyes off now. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Radio.com. Okay, that's the
piano concertos. You can
okay. That's my tuning thing. Okay, let's listen to iHeartRadio.
On the second half of the program, to have Bartok's
See what's on iHeartRadio.
Orchestra,
How about by genre? I think it was comedy on iHeartRadio. Jazz, sports, mix and variety. Christian and go, whatever that is. Traffic and weather, dance, EDM, soft rock, news and talk, metal. Ooh, let's listen to some metal. Ready?
So not only do you hear the Rachmaninoff, which highlights the great Philadelphia sound as a whole.
It's not going in. Holiday classical, hosts and DJs, Mexico, kids and family, popular artists, punk.
Here Jeremy discusses
let's listen to some punk.
live recording.
These concertos of
That's not working.
are so familiar to the orchestra. Anytime you can add in that element,
iHeartRadio. What are you gonna do?
Energy around
Location,
live
enter.
recording and something that'll be
Do the Ukraine. There we go. All right, let's listen. See what's in the Ukraine.
There's a way of
All
adding
stations.
dynamic
Okay.
performances. Every live
Take a
performance is
business. Chill out zone. Chill out zone.
A few
Let's
extra
that.
microphones.
This is from the Ukraine. It's connecting. Turn it up a little bit. Buffering. This is what they listen to in the Ukraine, I guess. Sounds like a Mother Russia. Oh, keep up and drop off this. This is a home music from my home. That's supposed to be the chill out station? Alright, let's see what else I got. Hit FM biggest. That's it. Push. It's connecting. This is their biggest hit station apparently. Retrying. That didn't work. So anyway, the good people at Goodwill mispriced this. I got it for $8 and I got the power supply and an all-in-one bag. I'm going to try one more and then this is it for the video. Let's go back. Let's try. Let's go down and see if I can get Mother Russia in here. Vietnam, Virgin Islands, West Bank, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, Albania, American Samoa, Andorra. Okay, I'm gonna have to go whip through this real quick to get to Mother Russia. I'll see if I can find some music from Russia to leave us on. Check that out. Wow. Okay, here we go. Romania, Russia. So what I'm going to connect to is internet radio stations from Russia. I hit enter. All stations. So it's loading stations right now. Acoustic. Ooh, some acoustic. I hit enter. It's connecting. And this will be from Russia. Buffering, 1%. This apparently is what they're playing in Russia right now. Doesn't sound Russian to me. Oh, cool. It's got the actual time in there, too. Okay, let's try something else. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. Unbreakable, British pop, cabaret, children's, chill out, church, cinema, classic, comedy, Russian comedy. Let's try that. Enter. It's connecting. Turn the volume up a little bit. This is comedy. Buffering. There we go.
Слушайте, я вырос в маленьком городе на севере, и там было очень холодно. К примеру, если зимой выбежать из бани и прыгнуть в снег, то можно было треснуть. Примерно так. Это очень маленький город. Я как-то проходил флюорографию с мэром, понимаете? Я видел соски мэра, понимаете? Вы видели соски Собянина? Вряд ли, это государственная тайна. Но теперь меня покажут по телеку, я стану известнее мэра, и это он может хвастаться, что видел мои соски. Я недавно устанавливал антивирус, и вылезло сообщение: у вас уже установлен антивирус, удалить его или продолжите установку. Я подумал, а вы не можете работать сообща? Ну, то есть, я боялся, что вылезет сообщение от старого антивируса, типа, я вообще-то все слышу. Или он начнет поучать молодого, типа, ты не понимаешь, куда ты лезешь, ему 19 лет, он сидит на таком, оставь меня одного. Слушайте, я понял, почему в Африке так много болезней. Потому что таблетки нужно чем-то запивать, понимаете?
It's okay.
Я недавно был в аптеке и покупал другу тест на ВИЧ, потому что он фанат сомнительных женщин и параноик.
Disco.
Слушайте, с ним все хорошо, окей, расслабьтесь. И, короче, я подхожу к кассе, спрашиваю тест, и девушка говорит, раскупили. Я подумал, это ходовой товар вообще?
Okay, electronic from Russia. Let's see what this is. It's about the... Really? Guitar? First thing you hear? French? Gangsta. Want to listen to some Russian gangsta? See what that is like.
No scientific shit, and you can't talk about it like you're still in your whip. If you as large as you say, why you still swaying shade? Pissed cause I'm reminiscing about boom bap. You just mad cause you making money off nerd rap.
Okay, enough of that stuff. How about gypsy? Gypsy music. I used to be a gypsy driver in St. Petersburg before I came to Orange County. I drive for Uber now. Yep, just as I remember it. Wow. So, I'm just, anyway. Turn the volume down a little bit. See, and I mean, it's easy to figure out, and then you can program 1 through 10 stations. Oh, check that out. They can listen to New York. Let's go back. I'll show you. If you're in Russia, you can listen to New York. Watch this. New Age. New York. Let's see, what else is on this? I can feel the dials a little bit stiff. I'm going to have to work on that. Seems cool. Okay, there's another station in Russian. Grace Digital Audio. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up on Google. Grace Digital Audio. And this is the last one.
А я не успеваю бросай. Кто смелый, тот и первый горит.
Russian. Peek up and drop off. Ah, Russian dance.
Не хватит даже не умножай.
Do, 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 do.
И мне, наверное, мало любви.
Nothing to know everything, folks, but it's good to know your radios. That was a score. I may sell this on Letgo. I may keep it though. It's kind of cool. Let's see what else we got. I said I was gonna shut it off, but swing. Let's do swing. This is from Russia again. See what their swing music sounds like.